Hey everyone, welcome back. I am back today with more Attack on Titan, you guys. Here we are. Last week was, I don't even know. I like to say it was intense. I feel like it just doesn't even begin to cover it. I just feel like maybe there's like no words at this point. I have slightly recovered from last week, so I'm able to be somewhat more coherent now, hopefully. And I will briefly get into kind of like some of my lasting thoughts on last week's episode. But first, you know what I'm going to say. I just want to say that if you're joining me early today, you know just what that means. It means you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so much. And as always, I'm sending up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still thank you for joining me today. I am so glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in that description down below. And if you are joining me on those YouTubes, I hope you'll hit like and subscribe for me. Thank you so much. All right, guys. I just, part of me is still so traumatized from last week that I really don't even know what to say. And the other part of me just wants to make a lot of jokes about the head. like how I lost my head during that reaction. Please don't leave. Please don't unsubscribe. Please don't leave Patreon. I'm sorry. I tell you know, guys, I'll laugh or I'll cry is the problem. So bear with me. But yeah, you know, it's funny. I usually don't put these things together very quickly, but as soon as he started running, I could like see Gabby off in like the background, like not even in focus. You know, I know it's not like an actual camera because it's animated, but you know what I mean. But I saw her and immediately I was like, oh my God, no. Guys, no one give Gabby a gun ever. Like, just don't let her have one. I do have to say, though, I find it interesting that this, and somebody pointed this out, like, this was one of her first big life or death decisions that she made, kind of with the clarity of knowing both situations, and took the shot. And I gotta say, you could say what you want about Gabby, and I know a lot of people say a lot of things, but I mean, she's a pretty good shot. She's a pretty good shot. And that was just, I just like to think of, like, in that moment, I just felt like my heart sank. And I feel like all the rest of the seasons flashed before my eyes of just thinking, like, all of that to bring us here. And I gotta say, considering we're dealing with, you know, founders and titans and all this, you know, a little bit more, like, ethereal stuff, this is a fairly grounded show. Like, if you see someone get their head blown off, more often than not, there's not going to be a way out of that. Now, in this particular case, I do think that there is a way out of it because he ended up in the paths, and we know that Zeke was healed when he was in the past. So I'm really hoping that, like, please, guys, just... And it's also funny to me that after like so many episodes of them building up Eren as kind of like the villain and everything, and really almost having me convinced, it took all of 2 seconds for me to be rooting for him again. That, you know what that is? That's Armin's influence right there. That's my son, because I was having my doubts. I was really on the fence, and I feel like he convinced me. I feel like, you know, that hope kind of, in a way, never left his heart. You know, he's been through a lot, and you could see, like, someone pointed out that, like, he's so on board with the rumbling now and everything. It's like, and I know we've all been through a lot, and it's changed us, but in a way, I feel like that hope never left him, and he just kind of, like, inspired that in me, and that's why, you know, it didn't take, all I had to do was hear Eren say, like, yeah, no way, and I was like, that's my boy right there. So anyway, I'm wrapping it up. So there was a double quadruple cross, and Zeke was just kind of wanted to hear it from Eren for himself, but Zeke holds all the cards here, apparently. Eren's plan was to go in and somehow use Ymir to, like, he was going to command her, and gee, guys, I don't really see a way around this. I'll be very curious to see how they get around this, if they get around this. Or will the remainder of the season just be everyone dealing with the euthanization? Once it's happened, like just kind of like reeling from the realization that like, okay, that's it. I don't know. Are they really going to end us there? I don't know, guys. I don't know. But you know what? There is one way to find out, and that is to jump into the next episode of Attack on Titan. Let's go.
お前の若君で見せてやる。グリシャ・イエーガーがいかにして息子を洗脳し、お前に民族主義を植え付けた。
He's not done trying to convince Eren.
一回目の家族を一切忘れて、幸せを享受するあんたを誰も咎めない。以前も息子がいた。
That's a he just at the end of the day, he just feels like abandoned.
権力者にすり寄り出して、壁の王を追求し。
He was on a mission, but
しくじれば、妻も息子もただじゃ済まない。だがその危険を冒し続ける。
he put them at risk too.
妻子をクソダメに捨てるようなクソ野郎だから幻滅した。俺は間違い
Are you still playing the game though?
まさかこんなに早く突き止めていたなんて。ここは何だ。
What?
この王の目白だ。そんなはずはない。グリシャが始祖を奪ったのは壁が破壊された。
But he had found it sooner? Like neither one of them knew that. Or was Eren aware? And he's showing this to Zeke for a reason. He had found it early, but didn't do anything about it until much later. Oh, he does think about you. He does. He does think about you. What? How is this happening? How is... What the heck is happening right now? He's having memories of them looking at his memories? What the heck? Oh, he for sure sees you. He for sure sees you, Zeke. Oh, I feel like Eren's the one in control now. I feel like Eren kind of came in and took control of the situation. Is anyone else getting that vibe? Babies! Hi, my baby! Yeah, he did. And he messed up with you. That is true. Oh, okay, we've been in here for a while at this point. We've been in here years. So now Zeke's the one who's convinced. That's a good question. That's the thing is... The thing is, Eren's always had this part of him, if we're being honest. He's kind of a strike first, think later kind of guy. He's neither. He's Eren. Okay. Still acting on those feelings. Whoa, I guess this didn't go how we planned. Right. It's weird because Zeke is very caring in a way. He could see. I don't know how this is working, but he could for real see. It's funny how, like, he came to that on his own. Oh, he's like, oh my god, he's talking. It's like he's talking to Big Eren. That's so weird. Now he's got them. Oh my god. Okay. This one's pretty short. This one just says the coordinate, the place where all paths intersect. Their time is both instant and infinite, which explains how we're in this for years and years and years. Guys, there's so much I want to say. I probably will save a lot of it for the end because I don't want to just like take 20 minutes here during the middle of the episode. But I do want to say that it's interesting to me that Zeke is the one with this very extreme plan that's seemingly very callous. Like even the way he reacted about Falco was just like, so like, that's too bad. But it's interesting to me that in a way he's so much more like the heart on your sleeve one. He's doing all this out of kind of the emotional pain that he's been through, and he has a deep caring for Eren, and he wants that connection with Eren. We've seen that from like their first meeting, like talking about partnering up, I guess. He wants that, like Eren said, he wants the emotional connection, someone to kind of like grieve and go through his pain with and be brothers with. Eren, while not wanting to go through with the more callous plan, I guess you could say, there's something about Eren, and he's right, and you guys have pointed this out to me before. It's not like there's been this like huge turning point with Eren where he's not been Eren anymore. We saw him like straight up murder a bunch of people. Like, yes, he did to save Mikasa, and yes, I was rooting for him at that time, as dark as it was. Eren's just Eren. He's not brainwashed. He's not going to be the brother that Zeke wants him to be. He's not anything that like anyone's trying to put on him. He's him, and he's always been him. But he's not acting, I feel like, out of the same kind of like raw emotion that Zeke is. Does that make sense? I don't know if that assessment is right. That's what I'm feeling right now, and I'm putting it out there. I was gonna say, like, they're pretty much, yeah. Did we see the whole thing, though? Oh! He's upset! He's upset. Oh. They can kind of take all. Oh, he died. Zeke's like, can't believe this either. Oh, and Eren's on the move! What is happening? That's what's happening right there. See the future. See the future. And the future is here. The future's right here. He means Eren. Oh, that's how this is all happening. Oh boy, did we kind of cause this to happen? I feel like we somewhat... This is kind of a paradox. Whoa. He went there with the intention of, like, begging. Oh my god. Oh no, guys. He didn't... Then what happened? Then what happened? Then what happened? Oh no. Did we just change it, or is something else about to happen right here? I feel like maybe this is like a paradox where we caused this to happen. Oh my god, I think we for real just like caused this to happen. He's like he's gonna like talk him up, talk him into it. That's the thing, is you always kind of live on. Oh, Eren. Whoa. So that happened because Eren, he was peeking into the future using the power of the Attack Titan, and Eren told him, Eren, you're scaring me, Eren. You're scaring me. I was all for you last episode. Now I don't know what to think again. Whoa, guys, this is unsettling. Oh, he didn't know about that. Zeke's just like, I don't know what's going on. Eren knew this whole thing. How long has he known? God. And well, at least we're finally going to have this resolution, this reconciliation. Oh, he really does regret it. He really does regret it. He made some horrible mistakes. To think that they're getting this chance to make it right. Zeke's just in shock. I think we're all in shock. Holy crap. That took a turn. Because we were here to stop Zeke, you guys. Now we're, oh no. No, I know, no. How many more episodes are there left? There can't be that many. I just, because, wow. Guys, there's one thing we know. It's that this show will have your jaw on the floor no matter how it does it. If it's blowing somebody's head off, pure action, or simply destroying us through words and memories. I'm like not even sure what to say. I'm not even sure what to say. I'm fairly sure that, however, I know that time is kind of wibbly wobbly here, but I'm pretty sure that like the first few seasons, Eren really has no awareness of this, and something, you know, him starting to have the memories surface is probably when this started. But at some point, like between seasons 3 and 4, he became aware of his, like, we saw him like reliving all the memories. And at some point, he became able to interact with them and made them happen. Which is, I mean, wow. Talk about a paradox. So, Eren had to have the Attack Titan. I'm demonstrating with my hands here how time is working in case you're wondering what this is. I'm so done. Eren had to be there to talk Grisha into killing all the Rice family, or was it Rice or Race? I forgot. And taking the founding Titan. Wow. That'll give you a headache if you try to. But I'll tell you what, it is really cool to think that. I wonder now if you go back and watch a couple of the scenes that they showed. If you go back and watch those, is it just the same scene but with them like taken out? The older that like Zeke and Eren taken out, can you just like put them right back in and the whole scene like plays out the way it's supposed to? So like that really did happen. I honestly am just like trying to comprehend this right now. Like, we had Eren's head blowing off his body last episode, and now I feel like it's my turn for my head to explode. That's really proverbially what they did to me in this episode. So, Eren has been coordinating all of this all along. And we started out this episode. What is Eren's plan then? What is Eren planning to do? Because Eren's not for the Eldians all being wiped out. He's not for them being euthanized. He's doing something else. Is he going to have them like take over the rest of the world? Or so like what's the end game here? What is the end game? Clearly I'm sorry, I know it's kind of a pun, but he's coordinating everything. But to what end? And I love how we have just completely flipped everything on its head at this point. We started off the episode with Zeke being the one trying to convince Eren. Becomes very clear very quickly that Eren is really in full control of the situation and is trying to convince Zeke. Zeke remains somewhat unconvinced until we get to a spot where it's very, very clear that Eren is the one pulling all the strings here. Did they just make Eren the villain of the series? It depends on who you ask, I guess. Because, yeah, I mean, he's got some villain vibes right now. He's being pretty scary. And he for sure coordinated that. Because we saw, like, Grisha went in. Eren wasn't lying. He was disgusted with what he saw, right? He was disgusted with what he saw, and he got right in there in his dad's ear and told him to kill everybody. Context, everyone. Context. Sheesh. So, I also love that Zeke got his moment with Grisha. I think that was so, like, I stand by everything that I said in the middle of the episode. I just didn't know how true it was. Because Zeke really has been acting on, like, the pain of his past. And Eren is not. It would almost be easier if he was. But he's not. And Zeke has reconciliation now with his father. Something that, like, is long, long, long overdue for both of them. Because I think it really weighed on Grisha. I mean, you could tell it did. You could tell. He never forgot. He never forgot about them. But I could see why Zeke probably felt that way. I mean, Zeke was treated pretty friggin' bad. Like, let's not take anything away. Like, it's wonderful they reconcile, but like, let's not take anything away from the fact that like Zeke was horribly mistreated as a child. So seeing that reconciliation it meant a lot. But we started this episode trying to stop Zeke's euthanization plan. We have ended the episode with Eren full scary mode and Grisha crying and begging Zeke, please stop Eren. What the fudge? Also, like, what is the goal here? What is the goal? I feel like Eren is more on team Eldian. You know what I mean? Like, he thinks that it's time for... I don't know what he thinks. I don't know. But if I had to guess, I'm guessing he thinks the Eldians should take the offensive as opposed to pretty much probably the stark opposite of the euthanization plan is my guess. That is my guess. Wow, guys. Wow. This is one that I feel like is really going to have to be unpacked a lot. This one's going to have to be, this one I'm going to have to just kind of like dwell on for the next week and just kind of, you know what I mean? Like, this is one that I feel like is a fine wine. It's going to get more potent with time. And I'm sure I'll have a lot more to say when I come back next week. But wow, guys. Wow. But then again, like, coming back to this Eren the villain, it depends on who you ask. Because if you're an Eldian about to get euthanized, then maybe no. Maybe he's the hero, depending on what he's about to do. I really honestly have no clue. I mean, for all I know, he's going to try to command the founder to, like, wipe out the rest of the world. I really don't know. I don't think that's what he's going to, but I don't know. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure he's going to do what's in the best interest of Eldians. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm getting. So, I mean, if you're an Eldian, but here's the thing, guys. They have taught us one thing, and that's that no matter what side of this you're on, you can't just cut and dry look at the other side and be like, nope, they gotta go. There is no way. There is no way. Unless you have just unless you're just like tunnel visioning it, basically. And I don't know, I may be getting that vibe from Eren. I'm getting a very dark, scary vibe from Eren. Wow, guys, that did not go how I expected. That was not what I thought I was in for when I started this episode. Like, Zeke realized, all right. He had an awakening, all right, but it was not what I thought I was in for with that. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up because I honestly need some time to process that. But wow, guys, Attack on Titan is a show that whether they're blowing somebody's head off or blowing the minds of the audience through slow realization and unraveling of the plot through dialogue, like, they will break you. They have the means. And whatever it takes. Is it action? We got that. Is it plot twists, reveals by means of dialogue, and things that you've already seen that you thought you understood? We got that covered as well. All right, guys. That was... There's no words for it. I think you know that I'm heavily invested, and I'm just going to leave it at that. I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. As always, thank you so much for joining me today. Oh my God, please, please, please join me next time. Please, please don't let me go through this alone. I need you. Please join me. We will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.